Hello, wisdom seekers, and welcome back to my channel. For those who have watched my videos before, welcome back. I appreciate your support and your curiosity about how to work with gemstones in your life. For those who are new to the channel, my name is Shannon, and this channel is dedicated to providing you with the knowledge, the tools, and the opportunities to learn how to incorporate crystal wisdom into your everyday life. This is part 2 of a series on how to use amethyst in your everyday life. If you haven't watched part 1, which is about how to improve your meditation experience with amethyst, I highly recommend watching at least the intro to that so you understand what the intention of these 4-part series is. But just to summarize, because I don't want these intros to be too long, I want to get right to the practice. In these series, I'm going to be focusing on how you can use a particular gemstone in your everyday life. In this video, we are going to use amethyst to help you access and strengthen your sense of intuition. So amethyst is a purple gemstone. It is associated with our third eye chakra, which is deeply connected to our sense of intuition. And with a strong sense of intuition, you can access your own inner wisdom and external wisdom from external sources. This is a really powerful tool to cultivate in your life because our inner wisdom and our ability to sense information from our external world really helps us complete the picture of wisdom in our lives. So it's not just what we learn. It's not just our intellectual knowledge that cultivates wisdom and truth and helps us make wise choices in our lives, but the combination of our intellectual wisdom, our inner wisdom, and the intuitive information we receive from higher and external sources in our lives. And many people don't feel like they have a strong connection with their intuition, or maybe they experience it and don't recognize what's going on. This meditation will help. And don't worry, if you don't feel like you know what your intuition is, it is normal, for one, to not feel connected to it. Really, we do tend to lose a connection to our intuitive, our inner and our outer voice as we grow up. And then we tend to spend our adulthood opening back up to that. And your intuition is really a gut feeling. That place and that sense of knowing that may not come from like tangible evidence that we see right now, but we just know. And it's an important guide in life to help us make decisions and take action in our life. So for this practice, you will need a piece of amethyst, and you will want to place that in your non-dominant hand, which is your receiving hand, and it will help you receive the energies and the benefits from amethyst in this practice today. Then you'll need a comfortable seat, and that could be on a cushion on the floor, in a comfortable chair, anywhere that you can stay comfortable but alert as we go through this practice. Feel free to repeat this practice as often as you like to help strengthen your intuition. And I will put a link in the description box at the start of the practice so that when you want to repeat it, you can just go to the practice and skip over this intro. For this particular practice, I highly recommend that you have a piece of paper or a journal and a pen or pencil right next to your meditation spot, because I'd like you to be able to write down your intuitive guidance right after this meditation is finished. It's really a powerful part of acknowledging the messages from your intuition, developing that trust, and strengthening your ability to receive this guidance. All right, so if you have your piece of amethyst and you have your comfortable seat, then let's begin. As always, I invite you to close your eyes and start taking some slow, deep breaths. And this act of looking at our breathing helps us settle into our body and connect with the present moment, with what is happening right now. And focus on how it feels within your body to be breathing. Your inhale, your exhale, the sensation in your nostrils, down your esophagus, the expansion of your lungs as your chest opens. And then for 10 breaths, experience being within your body. This is your inner world, within you. And say to yourself, I know I am safe and protected. I invite a connection to my intuition. And repeat this invitation 3 times, 3 more times. I know I am safe and protected. I invite a connection to my intuition. I know I am safe and protected. I invite a connection to my intuition. I know I am safe and protected. I invite a connection to my intuition. Take a couple of slow, deep breaths. And ask yourself, what guidance does my intuition have for me today? And try to release the desire for your thinking mind to figure it out. And allow this guidance to arise from your inner wisdom and intuition. It may arise as a whisper in your mind, an idea that arises from deeper within you, images. Notice how it manifests for you. And ask again, what guidance does my intuition have for me today? And let's allow a couple of minutes for some messages or guidance to arise. Find yourself drifting, then quietly ask the question again and come back to listening. Know that this is an exercise of trust. Trust the message, whatever it arises for you today. What guidance does my intuition have for me today? Thank your intuition, your inner guide, for its guidance today. And come back to your breathing. And when you feel ready, then open your eyes. So I highly recommend taking a moment and writing that guidance in your journal right now while it's fresh. No judgment, no criticism, no questioning, just write it down, whatever it was. It may feel like it doesn't relate to your life right now. That's okay, because you might see it come up in the future, in a couple of days, next week. The message that you received suddenly becomes relevant. It's suddenly like the light bulb comes on. It's a very powerful experience. If you feel like you're really disconnected from your intuition, I recommend repeating this experience daily. It's not a long meditation, carving out a little time each day. And the more you practice getting in touch with your intuition, the quicker and the stronger those messages will come for you. They'll start arising outside of the practice in your everyday life as you're sleeping at night. It will strengthen and awaken and blossom for you. Thank you so much for joining me today to explore how to use amethyst to awaken and strengthen your intuition. Next week will be part 3, and we will be focusing on how to use amethyst to promote healthy and peaceful sleep. I know a lot of people really feel like they need more of that in their lives. So again, if you have a particular gemstone you'd like me to do a 4-week deep dive on, put that in the comments below. And thank you so much. I'll see you again for part 3 next week.